Hello fellow DIY-ers and focus owners. Today we are installing Xenon headlights and two other support mods on this 2001 Ford Focus. Let's begin with the components. Xenon Headlight Assembly, headlight washers and the hoses for it, including the washer pump and a new washer reservoir. Auto leveling sensors. This one is for the front, this one is for the back, and here's the wiring for it. Here's a lot of screws and parts that we need to mount them properly. A new headlight switch, which has no manual leveling. Wiring, which is included here, and well, that's on the ground and I'm not going to get that one up. And a headlight washer relay that's in the main panel of the donor car, so I'm not going to get that one out either. Now, about the wiring, you will need, well, I'll draw it on screen, but first you will need the wiring for this sensor, which is here. So let me explain. From the back of the vehicle rear right wheel, you need these three wires to the front driver's side on a left-hand drive vehicle into the plug called C63 or C63. If you're lucky, it has already the wires going from C63 to C71, the main connectors behind the front left wheel that passes the wires through from the cabin to the engine bay. From here you need the necessary wires to the headlight plugs and the front auto leveling sensor located on the right hand side of the vehicle. And you also probably need two wires for the washer pump, but that's already there in my case. Okay, so let's go to the car and dismantle what we need to dismantle. So let's start with the interior. You need the seats out, plastics, and center console. Well, you need basically space to pull the wires kind of this way into there. Okay, so this is what you need to have, because we need to pull the cables through and you need to lift up all this carpet. Let's move to the front of the car. So on the front of the car we need access over there, and around here. That's why everything is removed. So here's where I need to pass the auto leveling wires through, and they go under the car. And let's go and check the C71 plug on the front. So we're here at the front left tire, and here are our two plugs. And also I think this one is the one for the headlight washer, and if you're lucky and you have it there, you just plug in the cable that comes from here to, where the hell was it? I think on the inside. Yeah, I will get this reservoir off in a moment and take a better look. So here we have the reservoir. I think if I unplug it from here, it will start draining. And also it's held in by bolt or screw down there, one on the other side, and don't forget to remove this filler thing that's held in by one screw. So here we have C70 and C71, and keep the dirt off it a little bit, and then you will need a number 10 socket that you want to push on it. Okay, here we go. And in this connector we need to have some pins occupied. So it says pin 32, 34, I think 38, and as I'm looking at this fucking thing, it looks like I don't have those pins. So I need the wires from here down to the inside of the car, somewhere down there on the A pillar, and from there to the back. Oh my god. So here we go, wiring. Over here we have the wiring. Well, it's a combination of the old loom and the new loom. Here's the plug for the Xenon headlight. This one has all 10 of the wires in. Where the hell is the... Here's the plug for the auto leveling. The 3 wires go that way, and I had to cut this off for the ground. And on the other side, here is this plug for the left light. Here's the plug for the diagnostic. I saw that it has like multiple diagnostic wires that go, I'm guessing, to the ECU and to the... Very good question, where? And here I have a lot of these wires. Some of them go to the main electric panel, and some of them go to the C71 plug, which is C70 and C71 plug. I thought it's a better solution to just change the wires with pins, so I depinned what I needed, and I'm going to just stick it in place, the new wires, and I hope that's going to be a lot more waterproof than me trying to make weird waterproof connections. I know I don't really trust these, even these soldering connections with the hot glue inside, but I mean, whatever. Okay, so you will see on screen like every wire, where it goes, what it is, based on some documentation that I have. Okay, so here we are. I just mounted this thing temporarily because I want to see where I'm going to bring the wires. And on the other car, where the wires are coming here, but all these spots are occupied by these. So I was looking at these holes that are left, and I can stick some of these clips into them. Hopefully it will work, otherwise zip tie. And from there I want to bring the wire somewhere around here up to meet the rest of the loom. I think over here it had one of these clips. I have some wiring here. I redid the loom here with the new plug. I have the wiring going to the auto leveling sensor, and here's a lot of wiring. I did some sorting, and here's basically everything that I need to wire in. I've or tied them together or marked them. And what I want to do is basically dip in the old ones from here and here and stick in the new ones. And here I have these. Anyhow, so these are the wires for the auto leveling, and these green with orange are the wires for the headlights. And I will start sticking everything together. I just want to get the wires from here, pull them together, and also you will have on the screen a table with what the wire colors are and which one goes where. Okay, so I wasn't exactly sure what to do with the diagnostic wire. It's from this plug and from the auto leveling system. But I found here this wire that goes, well, I have the diesel engine, so in that case it's white that goes to the ABS module, a white with a purple or violet strip that goes to the, I think, heating or coolant heater, and we have a white with a red that goes to, I think, the airbag module. And you just cut that wire and splice all of these into it. This is an interesting fact, because I was really searching a lot for this stupid thing. Okay, so here I have this bunch of wires. I've actually cut this one. This is a main ground to the battery. It's this, and it's this orange black. I don't know if you can see, but trust me on that. Trust me, I'm an engineer. And all these go into it. I want to split them all together, because this is for something for the Xenon headlight diagnostic connector, and I think this is for the one ground for the module for the auto leveling. So what we have left, well, with the exception of the shitload of wires that are still not connected, but we have these 3 ignition switched wires that are going to be connected to this. This comes from the C70 plug, also powers the heated wiper, wiper nozzles, and I think it also goes to the ABS. So I'm going to splice it somewhere around here, and you need to have 3 of these green with orange wires that are coming from the auto leveling of each headlamp and I think the module. So you all connect them together with the ignition switched plus. So another wire that we need to splice together is this from the pin number 5 of the headlight washer relay, and this is from pin number 6 of the auto leveling system, and this one goes into pin, or I don't know in which pin, but in plug C71. I don't know why the auto leveling system needs a signal from the headlight washer, but okay, I guess. Okay, so what did I do? I've connected this, I showed you this. Yeah, I've connected the blinker from the new light to the old circuit. After that, I've exchanged the old wires with the new ones. You see, all of these have like new. You have the 2 blinkers and the 2 side lights, nothing very complicated in C70. In C71 I need to insert the 3 wires, and let me think. Here I have the right hand DRL, so I'm going to use the turn signals. These turn signals as daytime running lights from the original wiring of the car, instead of having the what's that? Not side lights. You have the main beams. I think. I don't know. The Xenons, you have them on as daytime running lights. As you turn the key, even before the engine is running, you just have the Xenons on, or the halogens, or whatever you have as beam. Okay, so let me finish up this wiring and I'll be back. Okay, so as a fun fact, we need even more wires. Here I have a ground wire that I'm going to split into these because I realized too late. So that ground wire goes to the rear sensor, pin number 1, because it needs the ground wire for some reason. It could not take it through the wire, so it's not like you connect it directly. Anyhow, so we have 6 and 5 on the rear sensor pin that go to here, C71 pin number 35, and I don't even know what was that. I think 38 is the yellow. And we also have the one that goes to pin number 32 that actually goes on the inside of the car, and it's connected to kind of like a diagnostic bus that's connected to the radio, to the, I think, trip computer or the clocks. It's connected to the A-pillar connector, you know, C51, and it's connected to the ECU as of, I don't know what the hell. But if you want to wire it up properly, this is what you need to know. Okay, back to my wiring. So yeah, I finished the wiring. We have this, oh my god, this in place. Here we have the relay for the washer. I also wired up for F25, and this relay the daytime running lights. Oh, I forgot these, yeah. These two needs to be changed out for 15 amp fuses, because the Xenon headlights, I don't need bigger fuses, they have thicker wiring anyway. That's why I changed out the wiring. And I pulled out the diagnostic plug over here. I didn't find any better spot for it, and this thing stays that way, it doesn't really matter. And still need to fix this ground point, but it starts to take shape. What else can I say? And yeah, you can't see anything, but I did put the 2 plugs in there, but that's pretty much it. Oh, for the headlight part, for the deep beam and high beam, I just took out the old wires and put in the new wires. It's not that complicated. You just remove the fuse, leave that yellow thing up, just pull it up and it will pop out, and you have like this tab you need to move, and you can push the pins out. For the rest, well, you need a screwdriver, something like that, to move the tabs out so you can remove the pins. Anyhow, I will start the rest, well, actually the plugs and the interior wiring. And after that, well, we'll see. Okay, by the way, I mounted these 2 nozzles. You just, well, push them in and you can thread some screws into it. They sit on this part, and I've connected them with the hose. By the way, watch out with these clips, because they have a tendency to launch themselves to the moon. And the hose comes here in all these mounts, and here's the other side. Also on this side I've prepared the auto leveling sensor. I will need to drill a hole for it, and on the other side here I've put all the wires back into place. I didn't put the reservoir yet because I still need access here, access to these plugs, because I still need to put in the pins from the other side. That's pretty much it for now, and I'll be back when I drill the hole. Okay, so I've mounted the auto leveling sensor, this top one. By the way, if you mount it in this hole, make sure this lever from it can move up and down easily. Oh, it has a play. And I drilled a hole here, inserted a rib nut. God damn, that was a pain. Had to remove this, the lower joint from it also. Had to just make a lot of space because I could not fit a drill. I did see on the other car that it was welded down here and on the sides, I don't know. And that is OEM as well, so I'm not exactly sure what they did. Okay, for the rear one, I've mounted that one as well. So here, and I've drilled 2 holes there. It's pretty straightforward, and I've kind of mounted in a position where I would say it sits, you know, it sits pretty well, and the motion is pretty good. Actually, maybe if I'm looking at it from this angle, maybe, but no, I can't do that, to just turn this the other way. Anyhow, I did put the wire here, fed it through here. It's kind of hard to show, and I zip tied it in a few spots. I mean, yeah, it's better to use the old clamps, but you can't really do that if they're broken. And this plug over here, it's waiting for the other side. Now I need to do the wiring from the inside. I don't know if you can see anything in there, but it's this garment, and the wires need to go through the inside of the vehicle to, well, basically here. So here we are on the inside. This is the ABS plug. This is the plug for the auto leveling. It goes all the way under the carpet. I redid the wiring, and now I'm here. Oh shit. So here we have our 3 wires. Oh my god, what's with the stupid interference? Oh my god. Shit. So I'm going to plug them into, I think this is C71 plug, and on the top, I mean, I just plug them into an empty slot. It doesn't matter as long as you do it the same on this side. And from here, nope, where is it? And from here I need to take it here. And the one wire that's which one was it? No, from the outside, that needs to be connected. I didn't find that diagnostic bus yet. It was something in white and blue. I need to double check that, but that's basically it. Here we are. I modified here from pin 32 to pin 20 the wire, because pin 20 on C51 goes to the exact same, I'm guessing, diagnostics bus, and I just didn't want to find and tap into it, because there was nothing into this part of the plug that uses it, so why the hell shouldn't I use it? And on the inside I finished up the wiring. Oh shit. So I finished up here, connected everything to this. Oh, corrosion. For example, here I've connected it to these. Same on the other side. I still did not make or like put those wires together. And here's the connector for this. In case you did not know, you need another lighting block, or whatever you call this thing, when you have Xenons on. What else? Oh yeah, maybe I will need to, well, for this I think I need to strap like two wires, so it has both the Xenons and the what's that? The high beam on. I will need to check that out, and I will do that as well. I've connected, or I've bridged pin 8 and 9 on this connector. This is for this, and I've used this plug from an old wiring harness, and that's so both the H7 and the Xenon stays on when you change from what's that to from main beam to high beam. And I also still did not put this one in, but I will do a test soon. So I've connected the battery and I have my fingers crossed. Okay.
A few moments later.
And the high beam.
A few inches later.
Okay, so in the end, I finally got it working, and you can see both the cars. The one on the left, the Bordeaux one, has original Xenons equipped from factory, and on the right one I have my variant of Xenons on a pre-facelift one. Yeah, on the right hand one you can see that I've converted the blinkers into daytime running lights. On both cars the lights are on the off or zero position, and this is how it works. Let me turn on lights. As you can see, when the side markers are on, the daytime running lights are not on, and I have the side markers on both cars basically identically. And now the low beams with Xenon are on both cars. This is how it's going to be working. Here you have the high beam on both cars. I think it did come out pretty nice. Yeah, the daytime running lights, I think it's a nice addition. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you out. I mean, I pretty much showed everything I know about this retrofit, and who knows, maybe one day you'll do your own. Anyhow, if this video helped you out, please leave a like, maybe consider subscribing, you know, just push the algorithm in my favor.